All right, welcome back to Harvest Moon Farm. My name is Mickey if you're new here, and today I'm starting a decluttering challenge. So I don't know if you are familiar with Josh and Carolyn Thomas. They have a YouTube channel and a blog and several other things, but they have a channel called The Homesteading Family, and I am a member of their paid group, which is the Homestead Kitchen Membership, I think is the name of it. So one of the things that this challenge is talking about is taking small chunks of time to work on a space that you want to declutter. The first thing in this challenge was either a laundry or utility room. In my case, it's the same room. So I picked that room. I'm going to go ahead and start with that room as well. And so I'm going to take 15 minutes and I am just going to start working on decluttering this room. So I think where I want to start is, I think I'm going to start on these countertops. I had them organized a few months ago. You guys know when I was between jobs, I really did a deep clean on most of my house to get things ready before I went back to work. Well, just like I said in that video, things do not stay clean. So I'm going to go ahead and start just cleaning off these counters. They just, you know how counters in a room that you don't use the countertops regularly, they just kind of get full of stuff. So I'm going to start with those, and then I'll see how much time I have left. And then I think I'm going to start working. I was thinking about this. I've got 2 cabinets here, and I think I'm going to swap what's in each of them because I have our litter box over here in front of this set of cabinets, and the stuff in these cabinets I tend to use more than the stuff in these cabinets. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. So like I said, we're going to get started on the countertops. I'm going to move this so you guys can see. And we're just going to start moving some of this stuff. So, we use these old litter containers. We wash them out really well, and then we use them for transporting water to our animals. So it's great for me because I can't carry like a 5-gallon bucket or something. It's just too heavy for me. But these I can manage. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one filled up. It's mostly full, but we have we have several that we keep in this area. And really we have a lot of things in this room that just don't need to be in here. We just have a tendency to just set things on this counter as we go in and out of the garage because we're just too lazy to put them back where they go, honestly. And you know, that's the kind of thing that happens. So I've got these things. I've got some canning supplies. I've got some chicken supplies. I've got some reusable shopping bags. So I'm just going to get that stuff back where it actually goes. I've got a gardening pot tray here that I just, well, no. I really did not like having the pots inside this tray. It made them too hard to manage. It was hard to get them out of. So this is going in the trash. Reusable shopping bags are going back out to my car because if I don't put them in my car, I'll forget to take them the next time I go shopping. I've got a tree here that I got for free. The Arbor Foundation, I think, sent it to me. We did not get it planted in time. I don't even know what it is, so it's going in the trash. Chicken supplies out to the garage. The garage is actually a place that needs a very deep cleaning, but that is obviously for another day. coat in here. It's almost June. I can put this coat away for the season. So I'm going to put this over here and I'll go hang this up when I'm done in here. Oh. This one is almost empty. This has a few crumbs in it. So I'm going to get this with hot water running in it so we can get it washed out so that we can use it as well. I have a bunch of bottles of sparkling water that nobody in our house drinks. We bought them for a party. We have some left. So I'm just going to dump them because there's no sense in keeping them if nobody here will drink them. And actually, before I dump them, I'm going to text my daughter-in-law and see if they will drink them. Because I hate to throw away something that somebody else will use. But I am going to set them up here for now so I can get my counters clean. More gardening supplies. So the goal of this challenge is not cleaning, it's decluttering. But I am going to take the time to kind of wipe off the counters where things have been sitting that did not belong. Just so that this countertop is clean. And I'm not sure what this is, something of my husband, so I'm going to leave it and find out what it is before I move it so I know where to put it. Got my canner, it's got to go out in the garage. And one thing I think I want to do with all my canning supplies, I think instead of keeping them in the garage, I think I want to move them into my basement. We have some extra shelving units down there that I think would be good to have everything inside so that it's more temperature controlled. Because right now the jars get hot in the summertime, they get freezing cold in the wintertime, and I don't want the stress on the jars. I don't want to ruin any of the seals on my lids. So I think I'm going to move those downstairs, but again, that's for another day. I have about 6 minutes left. And some of this stuff I've clearly just thrown in here because I didn't know what to do with it. Okay, what is this? This is the book to my Instant Pot. What is this? Okay. So what I really need to put in this cabinet over here is my crock pots. Because I use my crock pots way more often than I use most of this other stuff. Oh, and look at this. I've been looking for my bundt pans and I found them. Someplace where I just put stuff because I didn't know what to do with it. I'm gonna, kitty, get out, ding dong. And this is one of those weird cabinets that goes back really deep, making it hard to get to things that are in the very back corner. Okay, barbecue vegetable rack. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know where I got it. So this is going to go in the donate pile. So part of this challenge is, while you're going through your items, is that you want to identify the things that you want to keep. I don't want to keep this. I've never used this. I don't even know where I got it. So I'm going to put it over here in a donate pile. And kitty, get out of the cabinet, silly goose. I have this food mail that I've probably had forever that I've never used. So that can go in the donate. I do use this all the time, so we're gonna keep that. I use my electric fryer quite a bit. And these are containers that I bought for homemade ice cream. They're really nice, they're super thick. They've got this silicone lid that goes on, so when we make homemade ice cream and we have a bunch left, we've got a good container to go in the freezer. None of this stuff goes in that cabinet. This is all stuff I want to keep, except, no. This is all stuff I want to keep. At the moment, I have absolutely no idea what to do with it. So even though I just cleaned off these counters, this goes out in the garage. I am going to leave this small stack of items on my countertop. Put this out in the garage. Alright, so my 15 minutes are up. The idea is to spend 15 minutes 5 times a week, 5 times in the week, not every week, 5 times this week, and then if it's necessary, spend 1 hour on one day, which I do have a little bit more organization I can do in here. I think these cabinets are pretty well organized. They stay pretty well organized because it's really just storage of like hand soaps and my little plug-in things, my sprays, that sort of thing. So this stays pretty organized, so I probably don't need to touch that. Our little closet we have in here though is kind of a mess. It shouldn't take long, but it is a little bit of a mess. So that'll probably be maybe the next thing that I tackle. And then this room might actually be good. Once I figure out what I'm going to do with those 2 stacks of things. Alright, so there's our first 15 minutes on day 1. So we'll be back when I'm ready to do day 2's 15 minutes. And I'll just let you guys follow along as I go through this decluttering process. Okay, good morning. Today is day 2 of my decluttering project. So I'm doing 15 minutes. I'm still in my laundry mud room area. It didn't need a ton of work. The first day I kind of cleaned up some cabinets and just cleaned off the countertops. I do still have some things that I need to ask my husband where they go. We have some new things that have appeared. But today I'm going to focus on this closet behind me. So it's been a few days since I did the first video. Our weekend was super busy. We were outside working in the garden a lot. We are getting new goats, so we are working on building out our expanded pen for our goats, birthday parties, you know, the whole thing. So I am going to start working on this today. So it is 9:14. So at 9:29, I'm going to stop whether I'm done or not. So let's get started. Ugh, and this closet scares me. Let me bring you in a little closer so you can kind of see what's going on here. So it's a very small closet and it's just got all this random junk in here. One thing that I'm actually going to be using today is this container of kitty litter. We do have more kitty litter downstairs, but I need to empty out the litter box and clean it because I didn't get it done last week. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And probably what sort of makes the most sense is to just kind of take everything out. Like, My husband took this off of something, and it clearly is a handle to something, and I don't know if it's a mop or a broom or what. But anyway, so we have this random handle in here. We were saving all of our old litter, these litter containers, because we were using them for, well, we do use them to keep chicken feed in for our chickens that aren't right up close to the house. And I think he was using this one whenever he gives the dog a bath. So I have some fry oil in here that I haven't used for a while. I think it's just going to go in the trash can because it's old. I have no idea what this is. So I have all of these pool supplies, some of which can probably just go in the trash. Oh my gosh, I have bubbles for the kids. I have, oh my gosh, so I need to go through that tub just all on its own. Here is just random trash. There's a, oh, I wonder if that's where that handle came from. Here's a, like a generic Swiffer that's not motorized. It's just the one that you just put on the wet or dry cloths. And here's an actual Swiffer. I don't know why we have so many of these things. But maybe I could put one together, put this other one together, I mean, and put it in a different room so that it's there when we need it. Maybe it can go in the, go in our basement. Whew. Because then it can be used whether we want to use it on the storage side or whether we want to use it in the actual finished area. Part of that's carpeted, but part of it's not, so that'll be nice. So I'm going to take this one downstairs. And then this cardboard is going to go in our burn, like our recycle burn section. Trash. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay. Some of this stuff is, you know, you just like don't know where to start. I think this is like a duster thing. You know, I'm not sure. Vinegar, I don't know why that's in here. Alright, so this is cleaning supplies, so that makes sense. Our cat food. We have 2 containers of peanut oil. That, I think that should go downstairs with our other bulk storage items. So I'm going to set those out in the hallway so I can take those to the basement. And then that will make more sense for those. More pool supplies. So this is like chemicals and things for the pool. Trash. More pool supplies. All of these chemicals and like chlorine tabs and that sort of thing. And then our container of kitty food in there. So that's where that stays. So I'm going to sweep out all of this yuckness that's on the floor in here. Oh my gosh, our cat sheds so much. She is a hairy little girl. Okay, So this is all animal supplies, primarily dog treats, soap, scrubber, and a harness, which doesn't get used that often, but I'm going to move it over here. We've got a couple of different sizes of leashes, and then my husband has all of these coveralls and things that he uses in the winter, and we have a bench over here. I think I'm going to move them and put them in this bench, at least for the summer months, so that they're out of the way, because right now the bench is empty. So that will let us kind of reorganize what's on that top shelf there. And through the summer, when he's not going to need this stuff, it's fine to, I think, have it in this other bench. And then in the winter time, when it starts getting cold, if he wants to move this stuff back up here where it's more easily accessible, then we can do that. And we have, of course, the unavoidable plastic bag full of plastic bags, but I keep these in here because I use them when I scoop out the litter box. Then I can put it in one of those bags and then toss it in this trash can that's in here, so that it's not just in the trash. Oh, I also have, oh my gosh, all these things that my daughter buys for the dog that of course he hates. It's super cute, but he hates it. Sweaters, here's a Christmas sweater. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put this stuff in that bench as well. All right, now that I can see kind of what we've got here. Oops. Oh my gosh, more pool testing supplies. Kitty treats, which she doesn't even care about. Chicken leg bands. I bought these when we first got chickens so that we could tell, you know, our grandkids named them, so we could tell which one was which, but I don't remember who is who now, so I don't know what I'm going to do with those. And then there's some more cat food here. The wet cat food. I'm going to put this in this cabinet over here. Okay. Whoops. Alrighty, let's see if we can reorganize some of this stuff a little bit better. What's this? Oh, goodness. So, Hannah bought the dog some boots. Well, she is never going to get on him. He is never going to let her use those. I'm going to put these with the other cold weather stuff. Alright, so I think I'm going to move, whoops, like the cleaning, the soap and the brush and that sort of thing into this container. You've got a harness. I don't even know what that's for. A collar. Okay. So I'm going to put this stuff up here. And then this container then can hold his treats. These are almost gone. Whoops. So he absolutely loves these dental sticks. So if I can't get him to come in the house, if I'm trying to leave or I just want him to come in for whatever reason, if I break one of these off and tap it on our sliding door, he just about breaks his neck trying to get into the house. It's super cute. I'm going to put those in here. Gosh, I'm a butterfingers today. And then we do have some of these little calming bites that we have for him that we use when we're trying to trim his nails or something like that, which of course he hates. Okay, let's see. That container's too big. I'll go find another container. Alright, so I have another little tub that's the same size as the one I put the cleaning stuff in. I think this will hold these better. Or not hold them better, but it will fit better on my shelf because this one is too long. Okay. So my time's almost up, but I want to finish some of this. So I'm going to put this stuff in here, put it away. Oops. And then I'm going to go through this tub of pool supplies and just see like what needs to go together. Like these bubbles obviously do not go with the pool supplies. This is trash. This stuff has nothing to do with the pool. This is bags for, shrink wrap bags for chicken. Oh my gosh. Look at all this junk. Okay, what is this? This is chicken stuff. This is chicken stuff. I'm not sure why this is in the container that's supposed to have pool supplies in it. Okay. So there's all my sunscreen. Some toys for the kids. Oh, I have no idea what this is. And I think these things actually go to our pool we had last year that we are swapping out. So I'm going to put this over here. So I'm going to keep everything for that pool together. And then I can put this up on the top shelf as well. So we don't have our pool open yet. Oh my gosh, I have a whole bunch of stuff that does not go in here. What a shock. Okay. So I'm going to put all of this stuff back in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and put this tub back in here so that my husband can use it for giving the dog a bath. But I'm going to put the cat food one on top of it. That just makes it easier for me to get the cat food out. These can go here. So I have a bunch of stuff that I need to take out of here, but looks better. The dog is barking to come in, but he can wait just a few more minutes. Alright, so I don't know how well, not sure how well you guys can see that, but so I've got that shelf cleaned. I've got that part organized. So I'm going to haul this other stuff out of here that goes into other rooms. The stuff that needs a new home that I'm not sure where it should go, I'm going to leave it sitting here. And that will be tomorrow's 15 minutes of organization. So, okay, it's amazing what you can get done in 15 minutes if you stay focused. So, alrighty, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, today is day 3 of my decluttering of our laundry mudroom area, and I think another 15 minutes, maybe not even 15 minutes, is all it's going to take. I've got some things from a game that needs to go somewhere. I'm really not sure. I don't want to put it up in the room where the grandkids stuff is because I'm afraid they'll just tear them up. Let me see. I think I might go ahead and put these back in this closet for now until I figure out some place to put. It's part of a cornhole game. It lights up and all of that. This stuff here is chicken butchering supplies. There's a couple of aprons and some shrink wrap bags. So I'm going to put those out in the garage with the rest of the chicken supplies. And I know the goal here was not cleaning necessarily, but I need to get the kitty's litter box dumped. So since I'm dumping it completely, I'm just going to pour it in the, cat urine is so strong. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to pour it in the actual trash bag here. And then I'll just take the whole bag out to our trash bin outside. I'm going to go ahead and sweep in here too. I'll get this bag ready to go outside. I'll put a new bag in this trash can. Maybe if I can get a hold of it. Oh, goodness. Okay. So none of that was really part of the decluttering, but it needed to be done while I was in here, and I don't have much left for the decluttering. I have a new container of laundry, like fabric softener. The one we have is almost empty, but it probably won't last very long, so I'm going to go ahead, rather than take this bottle downstairs, I'm just going to leave it right here. Put the lid back on our litter box. Okay, so the only thing that I need to decide, I still don't know what all this stuff is of my husband, so I'm going to leave it. I need to find a place for these extra things that go to the pool we had last year. It was just one of the soft-sided ones that you have to take down every year. But I think there's like a cover and maybe, I don't really know. Anyway, so I've got to go put that with all of our other supplies that go with that pool. So I'm going to take those out. Give this countertop a final little wipe down. And all right, so we are done in here. I'm happy with it. Other than those things of my husband's, which I don't know how often he uses or what they even are really, I think I'm good with this room. It's done enough to make me happy. So we are going to move upstairs to the area where I've been doing my seed starting because it has turned into a terrible mess. And so I'm going to start up there for my next decluttering. So we're going to spend about 15 minutes up there today and then another 15 minutes tomorrow until we're done. So this is the area that I want to get organized today. So I have a lot of just trash that I need to get picked up from my grow station here. Oh, and I meant to, you know what, I'm just going to use this box as my trash station. And then I'll just take the whole thing downstairs to the trash. So as I started putting things outside in the garden, this area just became really messy. And I never really put it back together. So I got a bunch of trays that I just need to get stacked up and organized. So I think what I'm going to do, so I've got this little set of shelves. Now, next year I'll have to find another place for this because I'm going to order another, at least one more set of shelving with grow lights, but for now this can be my organization station. So I'm going to start putting my seed trays in here. And I have a bunch of containers where things got started and then either died or just never germinated. So I need to get all of that stuff dumped. I guess I'll just put it in this box. Oh, and then I'm going to have to vacuum because I'm making a huge mess. I'm spilling soil everywhere. I brought up my seed containers. I've got all those here. I don't really know what I want to do here. So, got my sunflowers that I need to get planted. So I've got here a tray of, I planted some celery and I don't see anything coming up yet, but it's been about a week and a half, so I am going to go ahead and water that. And they're on a seed mat. I mean, they're not on a seed mat. They're on a warming mat. And I'm going to go ahead and water from the top as well. I do have celery in my garden, but I wanted to start a second, oh, is one coming up? Oh, no. I wanted to start a second round of those. I'm really hoping that in the next couple of years that we'll be able to build me a greenhouse. That's a good start. What is this? Oh, this is just extra supplies for my lights. So go ahead and put those down here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, actually, I'm going to take this table down, I think, and I might move, well, I don't need to move it right now, but if I haven't gotten something built outside for next year, I can move that around to this side so that I can put another grow station there. So I can go ahead and fold up this table, and since I have to vacuum anyway, I'm just going to let this little bit of soil that's on there just dump. This is a table that Joe's mom gave us. It just, the legs fold down and then it folds in half and it snaps together and you can carry it like a suitcase. So I used it during the holidays to put some of my Christmas Village pieces on. But for now, oh my gosh, here's little candy wrappers where some small children have thrown things. gonna put that right there for now. All right, so my 15 minutes are basically up. So there's a lot more work to be done up here besides just in this section, but I wanted to start here. So I will get those trays dumped and then put them back, put them in the section where, let me just turn this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 trays where the soil needs to be dumped. I'll get those dumped and then get them on that shelving with similar sized trays. Then I can vacuum, and then this area really, this particular area of the upstairs will be done. I have one corner where I've got a bunch of Christmas stuff, but it was Christmas things that got used up here. So I don't want to carry them all the way to the basement just to carry them all the way up here next Christmas. I may move them to another section, I'm not sure, but my 15 minutes are up for today. So I'll be back tomorrow to do some more work on this upstairs room. All right, I don't know if you can see me the way this light is hitting, but today is day 2 of the 15-minute decluttering of this section up here where I've been seed starting. Really all I have left is to vacuum, which technically is not organizing, I know, but I need to vacuum up all this potting soil that I've spilled and fold up this plastic. Maybe if I can get it. Oh. There. Oh, and I just realized I still need to go dump those trays that have soil and dead seedlings in them. All right, so I got some more potting mix last night, so I'm going to go ahead and put this, let's see. I'm just going to put that in the back so that if my grandkids are here, they don't get into it. All right. So that actually takes care of this section. So thank you for watching my decluttering project, and I will see you guys on the next video.